All right, y'all, gonna point out some things here in y'all's Facebook ads that are slowing down y'all's results. All right, first thing, going to the primary text here. So, Toledo, Ohio, 4+5-star reviews. One of our hardworking young entrepreneurs. Insured, small demo, drunk mobile, local moving transportation. All right, here we go. The smorgasbord mistake here in our ads. Too many services in one ad. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is, well, if we add in more things, there's a higher chance someone will get hooked by one of them, so a higher chance we make the sale. This is incorrect for social media advertising. However, the strategy was correct pre-social media advertising. This was the optimal way to advertise, newspapers, print, magazines, and just printing out flyers, putting them up, on telephone poles. That was the correct way. It is no longer the correct way. This is not the number one way to bring in buyers now with social media advertising. And the consequence of this is very, very, very few buyers coming through our ads and a lot of time wasters. So we're running message ads here. So we're going to have a lot of people messaging us. Then, kind of group one will be the ghosters. We respond to them, but they don't respond. Okay, the ghosters. Group two, respond back and forth, get enough info from them, give them a quote, and then they ghost. It seems like they ghost if the quote is anything more than $0. So we got the quote ghosters, and then we got the people that get the quote and the haggle. We got the hagglers, the low ballers. I think they're just doing it for fun to pass the time. And then the very tiny slice will be buyers. So we're really kind of wasting our money going to the basically 100% of the wrong people. All right, next thing we look at is the creative. So biggest thing I see here is creative message mismatch. So this looks like, small demolition out of these options you got up here. But I kind of had to think through what the heck this is. The false belief that causes us to make this mistake is we're treating the creative like an extension of the primary text, when it actually needs to reflect the primary text exactly. So yeah, this is going to result in kind of the same overarching mistakes as mistake one. So very few, if any, buyers, they're going to come in the first 24, 48 hours mostly of the ad being spun up. But they're really going to really peter off after the 48-hour mark. And we're going to stay here kind of spinning our wheels, feeling like we're throwing money into the void, not knowing how to fix it, asking ChatGPT, for more primary text variations, but we're not following a, step-by-step system where we know, okay, if this metric stinks, pull this lever to increase that metric, yada, yada, yada. We're kind of just shooting blanks with ChatGPT, kind of going nowhere fast. And then, yeah, kind of quickly, always a mistake here to have text below our creative. So yeah, these are things I'm seeing that are slowing down y'all's Facebook ad results.